You even feel glad about the obstacles, difficulties, hardships and temptations on your path. They give you the opportunity to practice, test and strengthen your spiritual power. Watch again our video, Rejoice at Obstacles. Your eternal individuality grows by overcoming adversity. Joy over obstacles remains all too often abstract. We like to repeat formulaically phrases of Agni Yoga such as "Blessed be the obstacles, through them we grow." However, as soon as in real life problems arise, immediately anger or complaints are coming up. Instead, you really have to take to heart. Surmounting obstacles and difficulties is actually the only way to become a new man. If they are missing in your life, you will remain on the level of the old man and not get any further. An easy life does not allow you to ascend. It is not an easy life, but a life tensed and saturated with difficulties that brings achievement. Therefore, it is so very important to learn to love obstacles. The man of the future uses obstacles in order to make progress on the spiritual path. If you really want to grow greater, not only with words, you will joyfully and gratefully welcome difficulties as stages of ascent, and even long and actively look for them. You will enthusiastically set about overcoming them, and thereby become a little greater. Just as a child tackles a task that is set for him with passion, because he regards it as a challenge from which he can only learn and develop his strength and abilities. Confronted with imperfection of conditions of your fellow man or of you yourself, you are to prove what is stronger, your spirit or the circumstances? Are you already smiling or still being dragged down? If you rage, curse, complain, moan or react harshly, you have already lost. If you keep your composure, you are the winner. There was an ancient game in which people tried to make each other angry. Whoever became angry first was the loser. Life means struggle with chaos. You go joyfully into this battle that gives birth to a new world. Joy of battle is a fundamental note of being. Through struggle comes great power of spirit. and the great gift of immortality. You know, in the course of the day there will be many attacks on the holograms of the disciple and the ashram. You will repel them all victoriously and thereby further strengthen the reality of the new man and the new world. Of course, the light of the aura that you radiate is created by a high consciousness, lofty thinking, and a royal attitude. What you think, you are. What you are, you radiate. Isn't love a feeling? No, we are not talking about infatuation. True love is an expression of the high awareness of the unity of the souls of all creatures on this planet. This leads the man of the future to loving thoughts and an affectionate attitude towards every living being. Not egoism dwells in the heart, but a feeling that embraces all humanity. Thus, the love for humanity grows, not just for individuals, but for all mankind. The new man is completely selfless. He wants nothing for himself. All he desires is to serve the common good and his neighbor. This too is nothing other than a mental attitude which takes shape with the expansion of consciousness and correct thinking. The qualities just mentioned are only a first stage of your infinite ascent. You are much greater than you think. You are already now equipped with an immeasurable potential for an unlimited development to higher levels far beyond the present human race. Within you is planted the seed of higher skills such as telekinesis, levitation, thought transmission, spirit healing, and many more. Within you slumbers the potential of a god. Reflect that people are fully equipped for the furthermost evolution. But keep in mind, a potential is also a mission. If you do not develop the abilities that are inherent in you, you will fail your life's mission. Here is your further path after having transformed into a new man. You strengthen your eternal being so that you grow from a small to a great soul, to a Mahatma. How exactly do I approach this high goal? Develop and use the spiritual senses of your eternal individuality, especially the straight knowledge of feeling, of intuition. Learn, with the help of your heart, to judge every person and situation correctly and to recognize the right path. The representatives of the new race will be distinguished by the refinement of the heart, this key to all achievements. Develop and use the spiritual powers of your eternal individuality by enforcing what the heart advises you to do against your lower self and the resistance of your environment. We will talk about the details of this path in the video Education of the Eternal Individuality.